there's something for everyone. Memberships include 24-hour access, cardio equipment, strength machines, free weights, and tanning.
Best of all, no long-term contracts, and memberships start at just $15 bi-weekly.
Visit us at myfitzone.com.
Not sure when your septic was last pumped or if it even needs pumping? Now is the perfect time to schedule an inspection. A quick check today can keep you covered and prevent messy, expensive backups later. Joe's Sanitation is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for septic pumping, grease trap cleaning, hydrojetting, clogged line clearing, and video camera inspections. Need portable restrooms or storage containers? They've got you covered. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 775-727-50.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and 95.9 East Country Radio, streaming on KPVM.TV and on Roku devices on this Monday, August 24th, 2026. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here is what's happening. There was a probable cause for 2 deputies in the Nye County Sheriff's Office to be arrested on Sunday. This in connection with an inmate that died in custody in June. One of the charges is involuntary manslaughter with a weapon enhancement. Samantha Roberts reports.
2 Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies have been arrested following an investigation into the death of a woman who was being held at the Nye County Detention Center. According to the Sheriff's Office, the case began on June 9th when deputies pursued a reckless driver northbound on Highway 160 from Highway 372. As the vehicle approached Basin Avenue, it allegedly collided with 2 other vehicles. The female driver was identified as 30-year-old Pahrump resident Stevie Miller, who reportedly ran from the crash but was taken into custody following a foot pursuit. Authorities said Miller appeared to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. She was transported to Desert View Hospital for a blood draw before being booked into the Nye County Detention Center on multiple charges. On June 10th, Miller appeared in Pahrump Justice Court and was ordered held on bail. During that hearing, Miller was observed repeatedly yawning and appeared to display possible signs of withdrawal. However, News 25 cannot independently confirm what caused her behavior or whether she received a medical diagnosis. Later that day, Miller was found unresponsive inside her cell. Despite life-saving efforts by deputies, detention center medical personnel, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Miller was pronounced deceased at Desert View Hospital. Her death prompted both administrative and criminal investigations. According to Sheriff Joe McGill, investigators developed probable cause for arrest warrants involving 2 deputies. Nye County arrest records have identified the deputies as Kyle D. Benez and Carlos A. Luna. Both were taken into custody on Sunday, August 23rd after being contacted through their union representatives and surrendering for booking. Arrest records list 3 allegations against each deputy: disregard for the safety of persons or property resulting in substantial bodily harm, inhumanity to a prisoner, and involuntary manslaughter with a deadly weapon enhancement. Bond was listed at $20,000 for each charge, for a combined total of $60,000 for each deputy.
More news now. A privacy bill protecting immigrant service providers, nicknamed the Stop Nick Shirley Act, was signed into law over the weekend by California Governor Newsom. Journalists and critics say this could protect questionable operations from public scrutiny. California Governor Gavin Newsom on Saturday, August 22nd, signed the Stop Nick Shirley Act into law. This is an update to the story we brought you last week.
Assemblymember Mia Bonta, a Democrat from Oakland, is the author, and she said in response to Newsom signing the bill into law, AB 2624 is fundamentally about freedom, the freedom from fear that lets our immigrant service providers do their jobs. Right now, our immigrant service providers are living in fear because of extremists looking to demonize the work that they do. This is an intolerable consequence of the anti-immigration rhetoric that exists right now. I am proud with the signing of this bill. California is rejecting that. On Wednesday, the bill had arrived on California Governor Gavin Newsom's desk. AB 2624 is authored by Assemblymember Mia Bonta and looks to extend California's safe and home address confidentiality system to qualifying immigration support providers, employees, and volunteers. A report from the USA Herald says that covered facilities could include nonprofit offices, community legal clinics, law offices, and healthcare facilities. Many critics are concerned that the bill would be used against citizen journalists entering publicly accessible locations looking to investigate organizations receiving taxpayer money. Nick Shirley confronted Mia Bonta and asked her about the bill. He posted the exchange on his TikTok account.
What made you create AB 2624, aka the Stop Nick Shirley Act people are calling? And do you think there's any conflict of interest with you being the AG's wife here, creating a bill that would make it harder to expose fraud here inside the state of California?
Right now.
And Mia Bonta.
And that is my stance. Thank you so much.
And you actually just removed evidence 1070 from the bill on the last amendment, which actually takes away any protection that a journalist would have to expose fraud inside immigration support service fraud.
That's how you want to roll.
It's right here on screen. I put it on the paper.
And your public. But unfortunately, it is not what the actual bill does. Thank you so much.
It actually is.
Thank you.
And right here, we have it on paper. They removed evidence code 1070, which is the only thing that would protect a journalist here inside the state of California. And if Mia Bonta really believed in her bill, she would be able to actually have a conversation about it.
Well, the Las Vegas Raiders have donated an enormous amount of money to help get the first ever children's hospital in Nevada built. The co-owners of the team personally contributed $5 million each, and the team will add another $10 million. Plans are for it to be open sometime in 2030.
The first standalone children's hospital in Nevada is being built at the UNLV Harry Reid Research and Technology Park and just received a massive financial donation. On Monday, August 24th, the Las Vegas Raiders owner, Mark Davis, said in a statement, "The Las Vegas Raiders are making our largest philanthropic commitment in franchise history because we are dedicated to building a healthier future for kids in Nevada. We want this gift to remind children and families that they have our team backing them and that the support of the entire Raider Nation is in their corner. It's a total of a $25 million gift to help build the Children's Hospital." Davis and his co-owners, Egon Durbin and Michael Meldman, each contributed $5 million to the development, with another 10 coming from the Raiders. The standalone hospital will be 828,000 square feet on a 33-acre campus with 180 patient beds and provisions for growth. It will offer advanced emergency services dedicated to children. Mitch Cloward is the Intermountain Health Region President, and he said, "The Raiders are committed to excellence, and this gift is a generational investment that will keep families closer, strengthen our community, and give every kid every chance to thrive." The expected opening date is sometime in 2030, with construction to begin within the coming months. Sandra Douglas Morgan is the president of the Las Vegas Raiders, and she said, "When we invest in children, we invest in everything that comes next, their education, their opportunities, and their future. We want Nevada's kids to know that their home team is cheering them on."
Coming up, the Little League kids from Henderson are doing big things in the Little League World Series. Mikey has that and more on sports. You're watching News 25.
I'm Arlette Newvine of Newvine Law, your local personal injury attorney. If you don't know who to trust with your case, you can trust me. Voted by my peers within the Nevada Justice Association, I have been recognized as Nevada's 2026 Rising Star of the Year for my dedication to civil justice. When you've been in an accident, you deserve just that, justice. Lawyer up in Pahrump with Newvine Law. Call or text 775-235-HURT. Attorney access guaranteed.
Loving your Valley Communications internet?
Now you can share it.
We're introducing our VCA referral program.
So when you refer a friend who signs up,
you get a free month of internet.
Good internet is better when shared. Refer a friend to VCA. When they sign up, you receive a free month of internet. Learn more about the referral program at valleycom.com. Valley Communications. Local, affordable, reliable.
Happy retirement, Dad.
Thank you very much.
So, Dad, what are you gonna do next?
We just miss being around kids.
And we aren't done yet.
Milton Hershey School house parents? What's that?
Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose.
How will you afford to move?
Can we even visit you guys while you're in Hershey?
Oh, you can come visit.
And we'll save even more money because we won't have to pay for housing, utilities, and meals.
And the school provides everything we need to make a difference in these kids' lives.
We won't be alone. There'll be people like us from all over the country helping care for these students.
You're set on it, aren't you?
Absolutely.
It's a new chapter for you, and the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
If you have Parkinson's or any of these symptoms, including trembling, difficulty walking or sleeping, and if you have been exposed to paraquat or gramoxone, you may be eligible for significant compensation at no cost to you. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. If you or a loved one have worked or lived near a farm or field with paraquat herbicide treatments and developed Parkinson's disease or any of these symptoms, don't wait another minute. The manufacturers of paraquat and gramoxone-based herbicides knew about the health risks and failed to warn people of this link to Parkinson's symptoms. We have provided justice and have assisted people suffering from Parkinson's and other ailments. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. Call now. You could qualify to receive significant financial compensation. If we don't win, you pay nothing. So call our legal team now and let us help you receive substantial financial compensation. Call now.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. The Paseo Verde Little League team moving on in the World Series after defeating Washington 5-0 Sunday morning. Mikey has that. More in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Paseo Verde, proudly representing Nevada as Mountain in the Little League World Series, made quite a statement in the quarterfinals, shutting out Northwest from Tacoma, Washington, 5-0. Paseo Verde now has 2 games to win before winning it all. Asia Wilson filled up the stat sheet Sunday night with 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, helping the Las Vegas Aces defeat the Toronto Tempo 88-78. Up next, the Aces host Toronto again on Friday. Apparently Toronto came all this way, so the Aces figured they'd give them another game. What began as a Raiders practice focused on correcting mistakes from Houston ended with a concerning moment. Running back Ashton Genty left practice early, landing awkwardly while diving for a pass. He needed assistance, leaving the field, and did not put weight on his right leg. The Raiders did not immediately provide an injury update, so for now, Raider Nation is holding its breath and refreshing its phones every 12 seconds. Teofimo Lopez became a 3-division world champion Saturday night, defeating Rolando Rolly Romero by 12-round majority decision to capture the WBA welterweight title at T-Mobile Arena. Lopez took home the belt, while the judges once again reminded boxing fans that unanimous agreement is apparently against the rules. And finally, the Las Vegas Aviators defeated the Albuquerque Isotopes 10-8 Sunday night in New Mexico, 10 runs, 8 allowed because apparently nobody told either team that pitchers were invited. The Aviators return home Tuesday to host the Sugarland Space Cowboys, which sounds less like a baseball team and more like a breakfast cereal made in Texas. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
All right, thank you, Mikey. Remote Area Medical makes its return to Pahrump October 3rd and 4th, and they are in need of volunteers. And here's more info on how you can help.
Where can we find out? We'll talk about the where of where the event is closer to the event, but where can we find out more about it and where can we get involved?
Absolutely. So the easiest way to find out more about what RAM is to go to ramusa.org. That's also where, if you would like to volunteer for the Pahrump Clinic, you have an opportunity to go through the process and sign up. If for any reason you forget that website, you can always go to nyecc.org. That's our website, and our banners will have a link for you to kind of get you set up and get you more information. You can always give us a call and ask any of our staff to talk to you a little bit more about what RAM is, and we will be happy to sit down and give you more information and explanation.
Absolutely. So now I'm sure either Megan or Ryan or Stacy will come back a little bit closer to October because we're going to want to promote people coming to the event. But today, Megan has a different ask. So what we want to talk about are volunteers. And when is the event so that volunteers kind of know how to get involved and what can they do there?
Absolutely. So the event this year, it's always the first weekend of October. So this year it's October 3rd and 4th. And the big ask that we have is we are asking people to come out and help with volunteering. You don't have to have any kind of medical background in order to help and in order to volunteer. We have general support staff. Christopher leads our team for volunteer hospitality and food. And there are so many other things that we can help out with. They will help get you trained for bloodborne pathogens if you want to help on the dental floor, even if you have no experience with that.
What are some of the needs that you typically see when volunteers come in? What can they expect to be doing other than carrying spit?
So if you are a Spanish translator, we need more volunteers who help with translation. We always need anyone who's a medical provider, so general medical providers, dental, vision, women's health care that we provide support for. But a lot of our volunteers will be kind of a liaison who works directly with patients and helps kind of guide them through the process. Other volunteers will help get everyone registered. They will get patients registered and started, but they will also get the other volunteers registered and signed up and assigned. There's a lot of work that can be done to provide support on the dental floor, helping to ensure privacy, and we do stuff. We bring people in and they line up in the parking lot, and then we get them kind of set up. So it's surprising how many different types of volunteers that we need. So when I say you don't need any experience, you do not need any experience. You just need to be willing to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and a Sunday, or just one day if you only can commit to one day.
And we're on a real health kick today because we have a health report coming up, and there is an interesting connection between two diseases. You're watching News 25.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks.
Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Thinking about your next car, truck, or SUV? The deals are always hot at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Choose from 10 legendary models of trucks, 15 brand new models of award-winning SUVs, to classic American muscle. The Auto Plaza has low prices every day. From professional-grade GMCs and Chevrolet, the heartbeat of America. Not to mention our huge selection of the nicest pre-owned vehicles in Southern Nevada. Just looking for a great place to have your current vehicle serviced or repaired? The Auto Plaza is the place to receive genuine service from genuine people. Let our friendly advisors and all-star team of certified, factory-trained technicians keep your vehicle running the way it was intended. Stop by the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza today or visit us online at PahrumpCars.com. We love you, Pahrump.
We learn a lot from our families, like valuable life lessons passed down through the generations. Lessons that build healthy habits and skills, and a healthy awareness of potential dangers. Lessons like how to fix a leaky faucet or pipe so dripping water won't attract pests like cockroaches. And important things like gardening and caring for your yard by removing standing water, which will prevent disease-transmitting mosquitoes from thriving. How to clean up the crumbs when food spills happen, so your home won't become a magnet for mice or ants. You see, a pest-free home is a healthy home. And a healthy home is a happy home. When it comes to keeping our families safe, it's those little life lessons that make all the difference. For more information, visit pestworld.org.
With the help of my VA care team, I'm reaching new heights.
Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
It'll never be this obvious, but lead can lurk in places you don't expect. Lead exposure is harmful and invisible in children, so have them tested at 12 and 24 months. Talk to your pediatrician about lead testing today.
In a wreck, need a check.
In a wreck?
Need a check.
In a wreck?
Need a check.
Hurt in a wreck and need a check?
We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo, and thank you for listening to the radio simulcast on 95.9 Ace Country. In today's health report, we learned that, well, there is a link between a skin disease and arthritis.
A study found that a significant number of people living with plaque psoriasis may go on to develop active psoriatic arthritis. And when it comes to awareness and diagnosis, time matters. Without early intervention, permanent joint damage may occur in as little as 6 months. That irreversible damage can have a major impact on a person's everyday life.
Up to about 30% of patients with psoriasis may ultimately develop psoriatic arthritis. And this presents with symptoms like red, painful, swollen joints, stiffness in the low back, and then that rash that goes along with psoriasis. It's important that they get this addressed early because that can lead to permanent joint damage as soon as 6 months.
Permanent joint damage can make everyday life much more challenging. It may affect a person's ability to work, care for family, or perform simple daily tasks like walking, reaching, and gripping.
At the time, I was very much focused on managing my plaques on my skin and on my scalp. And as a longtime psoriasis patient, I knew that if I had scalp psoriasis, that I had the potential to someday develop psoriatic arthritis. Fast forward 20 years, and I started noticing changes when I woke up. My joints were stiff in my hands and in my feet. I had trouble walking down the stairs without pain.
The good news is that advanced therapies, called biologics, are available to help treat active psoriatic arthritis and support joint health. Talking with your doctor about symptoms and treatment options can be an important first step.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
That's the Lerner and Rowe Weather Cam in Pahrump, and we have some pretty decent weather. And the Las Vegas Aviators have a homestand starting Tuesday night in Summerlin, and your temperatures around the time of first pitch near 82 degrees. Fantastic baseball weather. Your forecast for that and more coming up.
If you've been in a recent auto accident, don't ignore the extent of the injuries. A 30-mile-an-hour accident creates up to 3,000 foot-pounds of force to the spine, equivalent to falling off a 2-story building. At Pahrump Spine and Wellness, we offer a complimentary exam and consultation to determine the extent of your injuries. We also work with 5 of the best injury attorneys here in Pahrump. Why drive to Vegas? We have state-of-the-art facility right here. Time is money. Don't waste it on the highway. Get the best care and legal advice here in town.
Are you an experienced automotive technician ready to take your career to the next level? Ponderosa Dairy is now hiring skilled mechanics, and we're looking for the best. If you have experience working on Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, specialize in diagnostics, and can handle engines, transmissions, and AC systems, we want you on our team. Earn up to $1,500 a week. Plus enjoy medical, dental, vision, and 401k, because your hard work deserves real rewards. Work with a team that values your skills, keeps you busy, and takes pride in getting the job done right. Call Ed today at 702-682-3339 or email your resume to edgoedhart@gmail.com. Ponderosa Dairy Automotive, where great mechanics build great careers.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're going through a divorce, dealing with custody or child support issues, or any other family matters, give us a call today at 775-727-9900. We have a team dedicated to protecting your interests and defending your rights. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and have received Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years. We're conveniently located to meet and provide you with a free consultation on your legal matter. So give us a call today. Again, 727-9900.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Hello, hello, Romy here on this marvelous Monday. Let's take a look at our surrounding areas. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City, Tonopah, and Goldfield were in the low 90s. Beatty, we have a high of 102, Amargosa at 108, Las Vegas at 106, and Death Valley at 118 degrees. Currently here in Pahrump, it is 104. The high today was 105, winds coming from the south at 12 miles per hour, humidity at 15%, and the sunrise was at 6:12 a.m. And tonight, the sunset will be at 7:27, humidity at 20%, winds coming from the east-southeast at 12 miles per hour, and the low will be 75 degrees. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tuesday through Friday, we have our highs in the low to mid hundreds. Saturday, it'll be a bit windy with winds of around 16 miles per hour, and the high will be 102. Sunday, we have a high of 100, and Monday with a high of 97 degrees. And that was the weather. Now back to the desk. Here's Chris.
Thank you, Romy. We just can't escape those triple digits, but looking way ahead, Mikey Ruhan was quite excited that we might see some mid-80s next week. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight. KPVM TV, you can get us online, kpvm.tv. Chris Palermo, make it a great night.
The Mary Tyler Moore Vision Initiative is dedicated to advancing medical research to preserve and restore the vision of people living with diabetes. To learn more, please go to marytylermore.org, because the site